Hi guys and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you've seen and if you want to see more. Coming up, it's our weekly Wednesday story roundup as we have multiple stories from the Super League, plus news of a championship club making a change at head coach position. We start today's episode and our 6 stories down in London as the Broncos have decided to part company with their coaching brother team after a recent run of results that sees them near the bottom of the championship. The club confirmed via a statement that head coach Jermaine Coleman left and assistant coach Jamal Coleman have both left the club by mutual consent. The decision was agreed after the Broncos' 28 points to 12 reversed to Batley Bulldogs on Sunday afternoon, leaving the Broncos with just 3 points from their 12 championship fixtures. Jermaine and Jamal joined the club at the beginning of the season and oversaw the club's transition to playing part-time rugby league at AFC Wimbledon's Cherry Red Records Stadium. The Broncos went on record to thank Jermaine and Jamal for the time and effort they have placed into the club's development, and they leave with the club's very best wishes for the future. For the club to realise its true potential in London, the squad requires leadership from a full-time coach, said Jermaine Coleman. Due to work commitments outside rugby league, there is not something we are able to fulfil. This requirement coupled with our recent results mean we feel now it's the right time for a full-time leader to be appointed. We have shown so much dedication and commitment to our roles on top of our full-time employment outside rugby league. Through our tenure, this is not something that we could ever be questioned. Especially Jamal, who decided to leave his full-time job in February to commit to his role with the Broncos. I would like to thank him for all the support he has provided me and the team this season. The results of this season should not mask the club's long-term vision to re-establish itself in Super League and become a beating heart of the Wimbledon community. We hope our successor can continue towards this goal and experiences the benefits the club's outstanding and committed fan base, who we shall miss. David Hughes, the London Broncos chairman, added, on behalf of everyone at London Broncos, I would like to thank Jermaine and Jamal for all that they've done during the time at the club. We wish them both every success in the future. Results this season have been below what we've expected, and we share the frustrations of our supporters. Consequently, we are committing to recruiting a full-time coach in the coming weeks who can help to fulfill our long-term objectives and support the club's success on and off the pitch. The club would like to place on record its thanks to Head of Performance Mike Eccles, who will take over coaching of the Broncos on an interim basis. In some not-so-curious timing, Huddersfield Giants coach Ian Watson has admitted he's in the market to sign Wigan Warriors centre or winger Jake Bibby as he plots the downfall of him and his side in this Saturday's Challenge Cup final. Bibby last week, who's 25, was shown as not being the subject of an offer from Wigan in the list of non-contracted players issued by the RFL, clearing the way for the Giants or any other club to sign him. Bibby made his name under Watson with Salford Red Devils, scoring a grand final try in 2019's campaign. Jake is off contract. We definitely have an interest in him, and I would like to get him over the line, said Watson. Time will tell. Jake made his debut under me at Salford. I know what he can bring and what kind of player Jake is. So, I would like to try and team up with him again. There will be a lot of clubs looking at Jake. He plays a large number of games at 8 out of 10 every week. In the semi-final against St Helens, I thought he was the best centre on the field. And that's him going when he's playing against Mark Percival. We want to get a stronger squad, and so when quality players become available, especially British players, we want to move for them. We put our hat in the ring and we'll find out whether we're successful. He is not the only former Salford or Salford player that has worked with Rowley that is going to Huddersfield at this time. Harvey Levett is set to join Huddersfield Giants next year after Salford head coach Paul Rowley confirmed the back rower has decided to leave the club, while also claiming that he has rejected 2 enquiries from the Giants for Callum Watkins. Levett, who's 25, off contract at the end of the season, but he's set to reunite with his former Reds coach in 2023. The back rower recently returned from a calf injury that kept him out of the opening months of the season. He will now see out the year at the AJ Bell Stadium before making the move to West Yorkshire, with the Giants also linked to the aforementioned Bibby. In a statement, Paul Rowley said about the former Warrington and Hull KR man, "We're losing Harvey at the end of the season. He's been injured for 6 months, so it's hard to get him back. But unfortunately, Huddersfield have come in and took him from us, and we can't really compete. They're well resourced, and what they want, they get. Harvey will work and finish the season in good form for Salford, and will then be sorry to see him go." In further developments, Rowley said the club has knocked back 2 approaches for Watkins, the England international who has been in fine form since his own return from serious injury and has been a revelation in the second row. We've had approaches for Callum Watkins, and we will not be allowing Callum to go anywhere, and he's happy here at Salford. A little over a year ago, May the 21st, 2021, the RFL announced that 8 clubs from the Betfred Super League and 2 from the Betfred Championship have been awarded Elite Academy licenses for 2022 to 2027, having demonstrated that they have achieved the elite standard required by the process. These 10 clubs, as you see here, were given licenses after a delay announcement since 2019, partly due to the disruption caused by COVID-19. Over the recent months, an expert panel had convened by the RFL and Super League Europe and had 15 applications considered. 2 of those were Castleford and Hull KR, as well as a very strong academy bid with the aid of universities from Salford Red Devils. These 3 clubs caused a little bit of an uproar from Super League fans, as they were citing Community Rugby League would suffer if these 3 teams weren't involved in the process. Now, Salford have gone their own way and have the Salford Red Devils Foundation helping with the funding of the academy, plus aid with the aforementioned universities and pairing up with Wales Rugby League. Castleford Tigers have yet to make a move on the academy front since the decision, but that left Hull KR. Hull KR, though, have been buoyed by the news that they have been awarded Elite Academy licence, running until 2027. The club have been granted a probationary licence since last June for 2022 to 2023, giving them up to 2 years to make changes deemed necessary for elite status from 2024. Hull KR have been working closely with the RFL over the last year to deliver those improvements, and an independent accreditation has now given their academy an official rating of good. Hull KR chairman Chief Executive Paul Larkin, said the club was buoyed by the news and the work that the club had put in to getting their status upheld, stating he was proud to achieve the elite level status once again. It proves an official recognition for all the hard work and investment the club have put into place for the academy system. He continued, Our focus of driving the academy forward and creating pathways for our young players has never changed, with several academy players joining the first team squad in this season, and no doubt more to follow in 2023. We are also now underpinning the license with additional sound administrative procedures, welfare support and educational opportunities to support our players' development. The elite grading is excellent news for everyone involved in the club, and recognition of the hard work Ben Lazenby, Jason Netherton and the academy staff have put in. Speaking for the RFL, the Chief on the Field Officer Dave Rotherham said, "We are pleased to congratulate Hull KR on securing the Elite Academy licence. This is reward for Ben Lazenby, Jason Netherton and everyone else at the club who have responded so positively to the challenge of driving up standards in their academy. It's a significant step, significant news both for the Hull KR club and the younger players of Hull and beyond who will benefit from this elite environment over the next 5 years." Staying with Hull KR, Jimmy Kinehorse is close to signing a new deal with Hull KR, which will take him into his 5th year with the club. Hull Live understand the former Leeds Rhinos man is set to extend his stay in East Hull as the Rovers ramp up their recruitment drive for 2023. The former Super League Grand Final winner joined the Robins in 2019 and has experienced a range of mixed fortunes with the club. The 31-year-old has made 43 appearances for the club, including one of the most famous debuts in Hull KR history, when Kinehorse entered Rovers Folklore, but after scoring a last-gasp winner against bitter rivals Hull FC in the opening game of the 2019 season. His time at the Sewell Group, Craven Park, has seen Kinehorse move up and down the pecking order in the side, which has seen the German international head out on short-term loan deals to York City Knights and most recently Castleford Tigers in 2021, where again he scored on his debut in his only appearance for the West Yorkshire outfit. The utility man has seen his fortunes change since the back end of 2021. Kinehorse has become a key figure during the club's run into the semi-final last year. His try in the second half against Warrington sealed a famous victory for the Robins at the Hallowell Jones Stadium back in September. He's already made 11 appearances so far in 2022 and has been used in various roles by Tony Smith when asked upon. His ability to play in several positions, vast experience and consistent performances resulted in the Rovers rewarding Jimmy Kinehorse with a new deal ahead of the 2023 season, which will make new coach Willie Peters very pleased indeed. Being a Super League player means you have to be on the top of your game week in, week out. But being linked with the NRL is a privilege that only a few in this country have ever managed. The likes of Sam Tompkins, Sam Burgess and most recently Jackson Hastings and Oliver Gildart have all made the move down under with varying degrees of success. But two men that are consistently being linked with the moves to the NRL are Wigan Warriors Kai Pearce-Paul and Huddersfield Giants star Will Price. Newcastle Knights are said to be in for the duo, with the officials having kept tabs on the pair for months. Yet the leading rugby league agent named Craig Harrison believes that there won't be many going from Super League to the NRL in 2023. He said on the Show Me the Money Rugby League podcast, it's crackers. It's been my busiest week in 4 years. I managed to get 9 deals done, and possibly 6 or 7 with the wheels are turning. I don't think many will go to the NRL, but it's not up to me to divulge that information, as it's up to the clubs. They need someone in place, so if the club have lost a player, They need to have someone coming in. So they are trying to keep the fans in the good news. In the case of young Pierce Paul, it is said that multiple clubs are keen on the 21-year-old, despite him currently nursing a serious knee injury. One such team are the Redcliffe Dolphins, the NRL Dolphins, and head coach Wayne Bennett was asked about the situation and the possibility of signing the young English forward, our centre, whichever one he wants to play. He said that is a possibility. We've talked to some players over there already. When I coached England, out of 20 odd players, there were 20 of them in my opinion that will make good NRL players. A lot have come over. Former Raiders have George Williams, just one of those, plus others. They, speaking of the Super League, haven't got them in numbers, quality players. We've got them as like we've got them, but they've got them. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking the notification bell for any new videos or updates that may be coming your way, as well as sharing this video worldwide so that we can get the word out for Rugby League. Tell me what your thoughts are of today's 6 stories, as there are some major announcements. London parting company with their head coach. Do you think that was too soon, or did they need a bit more backing than what they got this year? They have to go for inexperience and build from the ground up, as well as going part-time. What about the rest of the stories today? Tell me what your thoughts are of the entire episode, and any feedback would be fantastic. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. I wish you all the best. Please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.